You ready to go?
Oh, yeah.
This is on?
Yep.
All right, we're ready. Hi, I'm Mike Carney, and I'll be hosting this edition of Keep On Moving, the show that keeps you up to date on your new rock and roll scene in Detroit, stuff like that. Got some great bands to show you tonight. If you see any bands tonight that you'd like to check out on your own or something, and you're wondering where they're playing, some papers here to Jam Rag, informative, you know, has stuff like that. It's all free, you can pick them up anywhere. Fun, there's a newer magazine in Detroit and that. Again, it's got articles, stories on, you know, local bands, stuff like that, where they're playing, what's happening. The Metro Times is a very informative magazine. It has all kinds of, you know, what acts are playing where, upcoming events, stuff like that. And it's got a very interesting messages section here in the personals. I should read a couple for you here. Kurt K, looking for the lost banana. How's the VW van? Chiquita. Let me see. Two guys in white Camaro, Beach Boys. Remember girl waving in car? Please reply. I don't know how they're going to reply, but... So, now, on with the show. So let's keep on moving and get with some hot videos. Take it away. Okay, moving right along, here are the Hypnotics. Now that's abuse.
This is called kleptomaniac.
Behold the four horsemen of the apocalypse. War, death, famine, and pestilence.
It's called Shadows in the Dark.
Nothing's set up. Where's the chairs for the interview?
No problem.
This is the chairs for the interview. This is, you gotta, what, plant a table? Gee, thanks a lot.
That's a story at 3 in the morning.
Thanks.
What up?
Dude, what's happening?
Nah, what?
Here, take this so the whole world can hear you.
Okay.
My guests for this evening will be Matt Stein, the drummer for Scarlet, and me and him just went on a little venture out to Los Angeles to check out the music scene out there to see what's happening and what's not. And basically, the music scene is similar to the Detroit music scene. The bands playing out, you have your major bands and your not so major bands and stuff like that. But oh, Matt, what did you feel that was more stylish out there as far as the metal scene?
Well, it seemed to me like they really focused on the Bon Jovi look and the more commercial sound out there. They definitely focused on originals more so than in Detroit. I think we heard 2 cover songs out of the whole bands, all the bands we seen. And it just seems like there's more of an abundance of hard rock out there too.
Yeah.
But mainly that's what we went to go see, was the hard rock bands.
Of course, there's other bands out there, but like we just, focused on that. And but there's not. It's more like a stylish heavy metal type music. It wasn't like the thrash metal that we got here in Detroit and that. But one of the things that I think was a big influence over the music out there was the radio stations.
Oh, yeah, yeah.
The Gonzo Greg,
Yeah, KNAC.
KNAC Rocks out of Long Beach. Very good music, very good. And they played songs that were, you know, not really common to the Detroit scene, you know, like songs that you would hear out there. We got a song list here that is about, what, an hour and a half worth of songs?
Yeah, from Friday night.
From Friday night, and you can compare them to what you hear like on WLLZ or WRIF and make your own judgment. But check out these songs.
Okay, Rock Soldiers from Freely's Comet, new music. Old music here, Ace of Spades by Motorhead. You'll never hear that in Detroit on the radio. Same with this one, Deuce by Kiss, real old Kiss. Seasons of Wither, another old Aerosmith. They focused a lot on some of the older stuff, a lot of the newer stuff, but the older songs, they didn't stick with the safe classics like they do here in Detroit. They got some of the off-the-wall stuff, you know, that you have to dig out your old albums to hear, which was nice. They had Mr. Brownstone by Guns N' Roses. That's new.
Very new.
That's, they had it released on a 12-inch. It's coming out on a forthcoming album
Yeah, the
soon.
forthcoming EP and that. Watch for that.
LA Rocks by Y&T. That's a LA band who's just returning with some new stuff after a kind of still period there.
Yeah.
Easy-O, we didn't get the name of the song, but Easy-O, that's a newer, they're a Japanese metal band.
Yeah.
Didn't Gene Simmons do the production on that?
Yeah, they're pretty different from like Loudness and that.
Yeah, they're more of a makeup-orientated band like Kiss, along the lines of
They
Kiss.
had a couple of hits out.
Okay, Rain Song, old Led Zeppelin. Here I Go Again, Whitesnake, who is appearing here in Detroit, what's it, 19th and 20th, with Motley Crue. Love Removal Machine by The Cult. Big Eyes, old Cheap Trick.
Very old.
Big Susie, Tesla. They played a lot of Tesla out there. Good band. Could Have Been a Dreamer, New Deal. Lightning Strikes, that's the newer Ozzy. And an old one here, Boom Boom Out Goes Lights by Pat Travers. Haven't heard that on the radio in Detroit in, what, 5 years?
And you never will.
Yeah, you probably won't.
But that sets the stage for like a lot of the you know, music that you're out there, you're driving around. If you're gonna go out there, you know, get a car and check out these bands and drive around, listening to the radio really sets the stage for a good night of rocking and rolling out the bar scene and that. But you know, what was that one band, Odin?
Odin.
That we checked
Yeah,
out?
at Gazzari's.
At Gazzari's. That was a very Gazzari's is one of the happening rock bars out there.
They focus more on the hard rock at Gazzari's, it seems.
Yeah, and
More
then like
heavier stuff.
it was at the Roxy that they had. What was the Knack play out there?
We steered clear of the Roxy that night.
Yeah, and then what was the other place?
Jezebels. We seen Heaven at Jezebels,
Yeah, Heaven.
and they were with, what was it, Warrant and,
The other,
okay, we forgot, but whatever. They were good. Those were the best bands we seen the whole week there. We're warming up for Heaven. Warrant was a very good band. Odin, they were good too.
yeah. But that one, yeah, Warrant, they had a real good front man. Guy jumps around the stage and everything. They did a real, they were in a lot of choreography with their act too, you know, or at the height of the beginning of the song, running out onto the stage and, you know, like that, and the lights and that. And,
Al had wireless and took full advantage of it.
yep, moving together with the music and stuff like that. But, you know, it was a really good thing to go out there. I advise anybody who's really into music or performers and stuff like that to go out there and see what it's really like from the other side of the country and that, because it's different out there. All right, well, we got to sum it up here. We could talk forever about this trip and everything, but you know, like I said, go out there, check out the rock scene. They got a lot of good music out there, a lot of things happening. Matt, I'd like to thank you for coming out here and checking it out.
Thank you.
Watch for Scarlet at your local bands or at your local bars. They'll be happening. Later.
Video here from Scarlet. Check it out.
An image in the mirror, a lonely face of stone, a trace of what we used to be. for it's far away from me. From me. Another rainbow, another pot of gold, another story is left untold. A distant trace of this masquerade. Who's to win? Who's to gain? I feel the eyes of darkness possessing all that's mine. But who's to say what is real? Value is an emptiness when you're living your life blind. Misunderstanding all you feel. How do you feel? Another rainbow, another pot of gold, another story is left untold. A distant trace of this masquerade. Who's to win? Who's to gain?
Hi, we're Scarlet, Detroit's own rockers, and we want you to keep on moving. Yeah.
the time is right to let me in. You done me dirty. Now I can see it. Playing dirty the way it had to be. You done me dirty. But now I can tell the playing dirty just to put me through hell. Out on the street, you told me that you gave it away. Just had me on the run. Don't know why you played the little head game, but you did. You just let me off. You were hiding something sweet. The new blue jeans. Think the time is right to let me in. You done me dirty, but now I can see that playing dirty is the way it had to be. You done me dirty, but now I can tell that playing dirty just to put me through hell. You were hiding something sweet beneath the new blue jeans. But I think the time is right to let me in. You done me dirty. Now I can see playing dirty the way it gotta be. You done me dirty. Now I can tell playing dirty just to put me through hell. Done me dirty. You done me dirty. Done me dirty. Oh, done me dirty, dirty. Done me dirty. Done me dirty. Done me dirty. Dirty. Done me dirty.
We're Triple Threat, and we're telling you to keep on moving.